back. I have some interesting stuff to show you that took place during this eclipse, and I'm sure I'm not going to cover all of them, but this is one you need to check out. So I put this tweet up right away because I wanted people to see this information. We had a situation take place back in 2012. Some of you may know this, and this was a huge deal in 2012, and now with this eclipse, people are pointing something out that they saw during totality that I went and researched, and you're not going to believe what I found. I'm going to explain everything now in this video, and I'll show you that right here. This video has been on the internet for years, and even scientists were completely baffled with this video. What you're seeing is what they're calling a solar bubble. Now, whether or not you believe this explanation or not is up to you, but in this video, you can clearly see some sort of sphere that is connected to the sun by these plasma tubes. And again, you can find YouTube videos dissecting this because it was a huge deal and still is. Some people still believe that this was actually some sort of Death Star or some kind of UFO that was attached to the sun. Here it is in regular motion. It releases and boom. And now take a look at this. You're looking at the sun from today, literally during the eclipse. And I want you to focus on the opposite side of where that 2012 video was and look at this. Once again, we're seeing the exact same thing. And what I want you to focus on, obviously, is this part of the sphere right here and then the plasma tubes connecting it. But if you notice, people were jumping online during the eclipse pointing something out. Take a look at this. Many people were asking what this red dot at the bottom of the sun was. Well, what it was were those plasma tubes I just showed you on the SDO camera. Here's a picture of the sun, obviously before the eclipse came through, but during totality, when the entire disk was covered, all people could see was this bright red light at the bottom of the sun. In a lot of the frames, it's down in this area, depending on where you were in the country. But now going back to Helio Viewer, that red dot or those plasma tubes are right here in this V formation. So it looks like people thought they saw this weird red dot, but in all reality, they're seeing these two plasma tubes coming in like a V formation, connected to what looks like a sphere next to the sun. So again, we're dealing with this same situation from 12 years ago now. That's when this took place in the YouTube video that I attached to this tweet right here. So I kind of just put all the information together for people to look at and check out. But until you go watch that other YouTube video and then obviously this one here that I'm posting now, a lot of people won't make this connection. And if you haven't heard about this little red dot, this right here is what people were talking about right next to the time bar, this red dot. And that is that V shape that I showed you on Helio Viewer, just depending on where you are in the country. This was one of the cameras from NASA. You can actually see it in the exact spot where I showed you in Helio Viewer. A little bit different than the other cameras that are showing it towards the bottom in this area. And the more you look at it, the more and more wild it becomes. Here it is in video form from the SDO camera, the satellite camera that faces the sun, and you can see it right here on the bottom right. As I said, the opposite side of where we saw it back in 2012. But very weird that this popped up during the eclipse, and it seems to be one of the bigger things people are talking about besides the experience itself. So I'm going to look into this some more. Tell me your thoughts down below. Is this what we saw back in 2012? All right, my friends, I appreciate you all. I'll have a more in-depth video on this later on or tomorrow, but until then, I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Stop right there, my friends. If you have not already, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the bell icon. Click all and you will get all notifications from this channel. And trust me, you won't be disappointed.